I'm currently ranked low tier 1 in mace at sword tiers, and in order to win the high tier 1 duel, I'm going to need to master stun slamming, a method in mace PvP that allows the player to mace through the opponent's shield. So for the past 6 hours, I completely studied stun slamming, and finally mastered it. Here's a full guide on how to stun slam consistently. Let's start with the basics. What is stun slamming? Well, in mace PvP, the shield blocks almost all attacks while macing the player. So in order to bypass their shield, you're going to need to do a stun slam. Okay, let's begin. First step in order to master stun slamming is to have good keybinds. You can go to your keybinds menu by going into pause menu, options, controls, keybinds, and scrolling down to inventory. These are my keybinds, feel free to copy them. I recommend having your axe keybind and your mace keybind close to each other on your keyboard, as you see C and X are right next to each other on my keyboard. Number 2 is hotbar priority. This is explained by Marlo in one of her videos. I have no clue how it works, but it's pretty simple. Just have your axe before your mace in your hotbar, just like so. Where I have my axe on my 4th slot and my mace on my 7th slot. Now the actual method. To actually do a stun slam, you're going to need to hold out any item besides your axe, such as your sword. Then, right as you reach the player's hitbox, switch to your axe and hit instantly. Right after you switch to your mace and then hit again. Important tips. You're going to need to practice this a lot, and not many people get it first try. Ensure you're not falling from a really high height. If you are, try using your elytra to glide slower and land above your enemy in order to stun slam. Because if you're falling from really high height or from a fast speed, it's going to be extremely hard for you to stun slam. Next, you're going to need to practice a lot of double clicking or just time your keyboard clicks with your mouse keys. It is going to be pretty difficult, but you're going to get the hang of it really quickly. Now you can use your mouse side buttons for your axe or your mace keybinds, but I personally don't recommend doing so. That sums up today's video. The map can be downloaded in Theobald's Discord server, and the texture pack can be downloaded in my own Discord server. Both are linked in the description.